Wiseman. A client owes me $14,000. He paid me fine for 8 months and then just vanished.
Vanished how? Ghosted, or I'll pay you next week on repeat.
The second one, for 4 months. I keep believing him!
Because he's using a tactic, and it's working. It's called the stall. Cheaper than paying, and it counts on you being too polite to escalate.
I'm not polite, I'm patient.
Patience with no deadline is just a slower way of getting nothing.
Okay, that hurt. But continue.
Do you have anything in writing? Invoices? A contract? Even a text where he agreed to pay?
Yeah, texts. Lots of texts. Increasingly sad texts.
Good. Sad texts still count as evidence. Step 1 is a formal demand letter, not another, just checking in. Dated, with the amount owed and a specific deadline to pay.
Why is that better than me just asking again?
Because just asking has no consequence attached. A demand letter is the first formal step before small claims, and most people suddenly remember their bank account exists once that word shows up.
Small claims. Like actual court?
Small claims exists exactly for this. No lawyer required in most states, filing fees usually under $100, and most state limits cover a claim like yours.
I pictured court as a whole law and order situation.
It's a folding table, and a judge who's heard your exact story 4 times this week.
That's oddly comforting.
Here's what gets people paid. Set a deadline, then say you'll file in small claims if they don't pay.
So it's not a threat, it's just telling them what happens next.
Exactly. A threat is emotional. A deadline with a filed consequence is just information, and information moves people who've been ignoring feelings.
I've been sending him feelings for 4 months.
And he's been very comfortable receiving them. 3 steps. 1. Pull every invoice and message showing the agreement and amount owed. 2. Send one dated demand letter with a firm deadline. 3. If it passes, file in small claims after checking your state's dollar limit.
And if he pays the second he sees the word court?
Happens more than you'd think. Most people don't want a judgment on record, they just want the story to quietly end.
If a client's been stalling you for months, comment below and tell us how long you've been waiting.
Follow and save this before your next checking in text. Share it with the friend who's owed money and too nice to say so.